but we are definitely going to try it. Oh, and a few things. Wait, hold on, hold on. I gotta show y'all how cute the head thing looks, and if y'all want some, I would sell it on my site. Okay, so we're gonna discuss a new healthy hair. I didn't say that, but it's healthy hair and healthy skincare nighttime routine. I have slightly new, actually. Yeah, I would say it's definitely new. So anyway, we're gonna get right into it, and yeah, we're gonna get right into it. So the best thing and the most like effective way to have clear, beautiful skin is what you put in your body. So drink lots of water, especially in the summertime. For me, it's always summer, and that's something I'm working on. I could drink more water, but for me, I have to create a system that's going to encourage me to drink water. So for me, it's about what the water is stored in. So I forgot today, but I'm looking for a ceramic or a clay pot that they call a cooler, and I want a gallon, about a gallon size, or maybe two that would equal a gallon, and fill it up with water. And know that when I drink one and or two of those a day, then I drink my gallon a day. For me, gallon would be great. The only thing why I can't do a gallon every day is the bathrooms in Ghana. Mm-mm. You don't, not public. You don't want to go to the public bathrooms. I mean, not just in Ghana, probably in many other countries as well. And you might not even want to go to the public bathroom in the States. So be very careful of that, thinking about, because when you drink a lot of water, you pee a lot. For those that's like, oh, I really want to try this gallon of water, and a half a gallon would do a lot of us good as well. So I think other than that, of course, eating healthy foods, hydrating foods, raw foods does that. I've eaten a lot of nuts and seeds, so I see that drinking more water and eating even less hydrated, dehydrated foods will actually improve your skin. But let's talk about topically. This says rose water, but it's not rose water. It's actually a mixture of hibiscus tea. So I actually just boiled the tea bags. So it's a mixture of hibiscus tea with chamomile. I just made it tonight, so it's nice and warm. Now I actually already put my oil on, so I'm doing this again, wasting good oil. But so I love the hibiscus, and I'm got a pot boiling right now, and I just take the hibiscus tea bags and I boil it, and then I keep it in a pot. I put it in the bathroom, and I use it as a final rinse, not just on my face, but my body. It tightens the skin. It has vitamin C in it. It's a collagen booster. It just improves the overall skin altogether, and it really kind of gives you like a very red undertone. But yeah, I do want to say this about nuts and seeds, especially nuts. Be careful, because I noticed my skin was way more glowing, and get that neck too, way more glowing when I had less nuts, because nuts, remember, it takes the water out of your body. So it's still good, but you want to really make sure you're having a green smoothie. Now I make a container of green smoothie, and I drink the whole thing. That is how. First, I start my day with yoga, first of all. Then as soon as I finish, I drink a bottle of water. Then I make a smoothie, and I drink the whole thing. That's my morning breakfast. Somebody want to call it a pre-breakfast. Let's call it a pre-breakfast. So this hibiscus with chamomile tea is so nice that I've been in here doing it more than once, so maybe not. But let it penetrate in your skin. So yeah, I do a pre-breakfast, which is a green smoothie. It could be leafy greens, it could be basil, as long as it's a green smoothie. So I do that first, and then I have breakfast after the meditation, which is usually chia seed, my own almond milk, and fruit. So nighttime routine. So I consider this my toner. So that's to clean any dirt and impurity that may be in your skin. That's to clean it. So that's number one. And number two, sometimes it's easier too, I notice, to see the skin. I'm gonna show you, to see the skin, kind of like just seeing the skin, so you have no distractions. It leaves it moist, it leaves it just very, very clean. Okay, so the next thing you want to do, that I do, which has been different than any other day, and I've been loving on this, just the way it feels. I might start mixing it, because what I usually do at night is the neem oil, but now I'm focusing the neem oil on my edges. So oh yeah, let's go to it. This is for Fabulous Over 40, so we gonna be so real about what's going on. So as you can see, I don't even like this, so let's get closer. As you can see, I've lost about an inch of hair on my hairline. So that is hair gone. I'll just let you, I want y'all to get in because when we see it grow back, we can all be amazed together, okay? So that's all gone. It started with tight styles, hair braiding that pulled it out, and then the bleach totally jacked it up. But as you can see, there's hair growing. Now, I didn't know that alopecia just meant hair loss. I did not know that. So yeah, so in traction alopecia is hair loss from tight styles being pulled out. So that's what it is. It's hair loss from having too tight hairstyles, okay? So my protocol, let me tell you the number one thing, because I realized I've had this before, and I stop doing the things that you did for the hair to pull out. Let me tell you when it first started for me. It wasn't braids, it wasn't tight ponytails, it was locks. I had locks, I had 11-year locks, and I would love to style them where I had like a ponytail coming up, and I pulled the locks, so anything pulling of the hair doesn't have to be braids. And I was thinning that, and I remember people telling me, oh, your hair's thinning from you pulling. I was like, I saw what? Like I wanted it. But I grew it back. Once I went natural and I didn't pull ponytails and I cut my locks off and I just was growing my hair loose, I didn't have that problem. When you're doing twists and braid outs, you're not having that problem. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. Didn't have that problem. Grew right back. Got the braids and got the braids and got the braids, and my edges got thinner and thinner, and then went to Africa and it popped them out. Okay, in between. So now what I use for my edges, they all got something, is the neem oil for the edges. I know people gonna say try castor oil, yeah, I love castor oil, but neem oil is right here and it works. Neem oil for the edges. Baobab, you're going to see this again tonight. Baobab oil for the hair. It coats, it locks in the moisture, it shines the hair. I swear by this stuff for the whole hair. And then what is new, which I'm putting on my face now, which is the rose hip seed oil that I was trying to get like an essential oil and had no idea that I actually really did get the right oil, because I'll tell you, you only need a little bit. And it's a lot like, to me, it's a lot like vitamin E. Has the consistency. I don't know, it blows my mind. I never had to use such a little bit amount of oil. But like vitamin E, it's got a thickness to it. It glides on. You feel like your skin is drinking it. And somebody said collagen booster, helps with aging skin. Rose hip seed oil. Pretty amazing. And I'm telling you, and I like to use a lot of oil, but you don't need a lot. Now maybe at night you might want to put it on a little extra, but a so-called accident was an accident, because when you're ruined, ain't no accidents, no. And just get it in there. I'm still working from the same oil. I done did this 2 times already because I kept forgetting I wanted to try other things, so taking it off, taking it back on. Now this is new, so we're going to test it. Because normally what I usually use, and don't forget the neck, I usually use, and I have some already on the neck, but I usually use the neem oil as my primary oil. So that neck, okay, so that's my new knee. So we're gonna watch this and see if it does the job, or I feel like my face is actually drinking it. And that's it. So normally it would have been neem oil, but now it's rose hip seed oil. And of course I wash my face with black soap, and this is my moisturizer. And in the morning, we'll show morning routine in the morning. New thing I do, I didn't always do this, is I gotta show y'all. Let me show you how durable break. Let me show you how. So when I am gonna wear something under it, but I figured out how it must go, because the bling must be seen. Is that darling? God, is that Is that dark? The light, see, this is too much light. First we don't have enough light, now we got too much. No, it was better, sorry. But the light kind of washes it out, but y'all, it got so much bling going on in here. It's so much bling, like if you looked in the thing, the bling is shining, so get ready. Let me see if, because I just really want y'all to see the color. The color is beautiful. There it is. That is some serious bling. Bling, bling, blinging. Flower, little details. Isn't that gorgeous? Just gorgeous. Imagine I have some red lipstick. Okay, wait. Get some red lipstick. Why can't nobody put me no lipstick? Okay, isn't that gorgeous? I think that is absolutely, absolutely stunning. I'm going to get them in other colors as well, but I had to show you that. So, yes, I understand it. I just want some red lipstick because somebody, I like the sister, she said, I'm coming, and then I ain't hear from her. Like, where's the... Maybe she'll tune in. Maybe she was leaving in a second. It's too late. If anybody, Zenobia, if anybody is coming to Ghana, sorry about that. Lord have mercy. Oh, wrong way. Yes, I rotated it the wrong way. Sorry, ladies. If anybody is coming to Ghana and you want to do your sister a solid, could you please bring me some Boss Lady lipstick? I will pay for it. I just need four tubes, and we'd be happy. Maybe I'll get 10. Maybe I'll get 10. Can you see it now? I'll get 10. All right, something that I've been doing recently is I usually, when I take a bath at night, I don't know what, but because back in the day, I didn't take 2 baths a day. Only I take 2 baths a day in Ghana. At home, I took 1 bath a day. It was in the morning. Every morning I took serious baths in the morning. Sometimes it was an hour, sometimes it was 2. If it was a hard, rough patch, it was 3. So I would take long baths that I didn't take a bath at night. And sometimes it was cold, like you didn't get sweaty, but here I take 2. So I didn't have to moisturize at night because I was fully moisturized usually in the morning. But now that I take a bath at the night and take a bath in the day, I'm actually moisturizing my body at night. Ladies with maturing skin, this one I say is a must. And this is that Baobab that I keep telling y'all about, Baobab oil. Oh my God. This stuff, you wake up in the morning and you still look, you be as shiny as this. And I've never had anything that the oil didn't rub off, but it does it. I didn't notice it in my sheets because it penetrates. So put it on and just walk around the house for a while and let it penetrate. It is my best oil ever. I love it. With that neck. And you young people start taking care of your body and do it now. And if it is getting on the sheet, which I don't notice, it must wash out well. So I put oil on my skin before going to bed. Because see, that was the whole thing. Did y'all see this? There's a video going around. These I get recommended for it. And it's an older woman, and she's on Oprah. My legs, I noticed, have been just so soft naturally. It was Oprah Winfrey, maybe it was an old video. And it's a woman that's 70 years old, black woman. Of course, she looks extremely young. She said her secret was she does transcendental meditation. Meditation keep you young. She don't have a man. She hasn't had a husband or man in 50 years, so the men will stress you out, girl. Okay, sorry, men watching. And she says, moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. Just like we should moisturize our hair, we have to moisturize and hydrate our skin. And the 2 ways to do it is lots of water, less dehydrating foods. Like I said, I noticed because I'm eating a lot of nuts and seeds, that takes away a little bit. But I decided that tomorrow is Saturday, and definitely every Saturday, I'm going to do a liquid fast. For the weekend, I'm going to try Saturdays and Sundays to do liquid fasting. So that means I can have all the smoothies I want, all the water I want. It will ensure, and I'll just do it for 2 days. And 2 days will be great for me. It gives my body a chance. It gives my body a chance from the nuts, which is wonderful as well, to take a break from that kind of food, and it'll keep me hydrated, and things will start to, I'll still take my supplements. If I want teas, I'll take tea. So liquid, all liquid, is what you want to do, and I think it's good for the digestive system to take a break. So I eat so well, and I'm going to do what I eat in a day because people have requested it. I have no problem with it. Don't forget at night, too, something that sometimes I forget, moisturize those hands, ladies, because they definitely, the hands and the neck, I wish I was better at that when I was younger, but they really show those signs of aging. So the hands, don't forget the hands, to do the hands, don't forget the neck. Another thing that I noticed that I never had, and I'm still doing now, but I'm gonna start using some like lemon products, is I have dark elbows. I never had that, but I used to take salt bath, like I said, for hours in a day, and the salt obviously was keeping it smooth and not turning dark. So I'm gonna actually, I make scrubs, and what I'm gonna do is make a lemon-based scrub, and make sure that I focus, a salt scrub or sugar scrub, and make sure that I focus on the elbows. I've noticed that that's just something I don't take the baths, but I realized today because the water they fixed the water where the water is flowing all the time here. So that means, I do have a shower and the shower head. Today I got under the shower, and oh my gosh, I was like, oh, and the water runs warm too, kind of warm to hotter. So it's like a nice temperature. It is great, y'all. So because I want to start wetting my hair every single day, and I would love to do it under the shower. And the shower is just so soothing, so I'm not necessarily taking a little bucket bath. I'm actually showering. So that's what my protocol for my hair. And for another thing I'm gonna do with my hair is I'm not gonna use tools. My hair is so thick because this stuff right here, I'm telling you, it thickens it and it brings out a really nice curl pattern, and it's just so shiny. It's hard to see, but it is. So what I do with my hair protocol is wet it every day. And whether that's morning or night, it dries fast. So I could wet it in the morning, and just, do my daily massage and massage it definitely at night, but I could possibly just massage it in the morning as well. Make sure I get these, the edges, and just get that blood circulating. But wet it every day. And my other thing is no tools, no picks, no combs, no combing the hair. Just using my finger to detangle and my finger to go through it, but no combing at all. I've done that for years when I had loose natural hair, and it has worked for me tremendously. So no combing, wet it every single day, and then when I finish with the wetting, I may do, because this rosehip oil is also good for the scalp. So I could massage my scalp just with the oil, the rosehip seed oil, but of course I lock in all that moisture with this baobab. Oh, I know, I talk about it in Africa's secret. I'll tell you that much. I lock it in with that. And then, just making sure that I constantly, just talk to the hair. I apologize how I told you I saged her. And I was thinking, like, I was on YouTube, was looking at, how to grow your edges, how to grow your bald spots back. I said, you know what? This is a problem with black women. And it's not just women my age in their 50s. I'm talking about 20-year-old girls, because of the weaves, because of the tight braids, because of the styles. It's almost like, what are we doing? Why don't we just, I'm talking to myself, why don't we just love our hair, love on it, and know that it's not supposed to do things other people's hair do, and it's cool. And like, if we really just loved on it, and I mean simply, because I'm not even too about all those natural hair ones where you got to have 50 products to keep the hair a certain way. No, I'm not about that life either. I remember before, they was simple. My hair always grew. I used to use olive oil and water. I used to wash it with any natural shampoo that I could find at Whole Foods. I remember, I think could be Aubrey's, Jason, it didn't even matter. Long as it was natural and it was on sale, I would buy it. So no harsh chemicals, and I would use olive oil. That was the only sealant that I used and my hair would thrive. So soap, and I would use, and if I bought like Aubrey, then I would buy the conditioner and the shampoo, or Jason's, the conditioner and the shampoo, and that was it. Now I use black soap, and I do all homemade conditioners, which I will do again. And I think, like I said, the thickness is so real. I can't even tell you. And it's soft. I mean, it may look like it's not, but it's so soft. It's this stuff, y'all. Try it. The woman told me it's for hair growth, but try it. It will change your life. You could actually, they got this in a powder too. It's a health food for sure, but the oil is amazing. So yeah, so just loving on my hair. I decided that so if when I go to the art center, always wear my hair out. So that's the thing. You want to get rid of attraction, alopecia, stop pulling your hair. Stop, I even believe stop covering it up so much, because that's what we do. When we go, my edges are so jacked up, or I've lost all this hair, I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out with my hair looking like this. But out is exactly what you need to do, because your hair needs sunlight. It needs air. It needs the rain if need be. It needs the elements. It needs to sweat. Especially in the summertime, you need to sweat. It just needs sunshine and rain and yeah, all of that. So you do want to get your hair, and so that's the thing. If you really like, oh no, girl, you ain't seen my baldness, like no, you don't, then go outside to your backyard and sit out there with nothing on your head. Walk around, go into take a walk, and we used to go hiking. Nobody will care what your hair look like when you hiking. Find ways to, and Queen Afua, I remember her talking about that one in Heal Thyself, and the importance of taking off, and actually Sacred Women as well, the importance of even Rasta women, she named Muslim women, to, yes, we understand your religious purpose to keep it on, but make sure that hair is getting some sun and the natural elements. Kemetic women, all the women that, we wrap our hair, sometimes that could be damaging, so we have to be very careful. And so that's why I don't care. I'm ready. I'm so here for it. And I'm so wanting my hair to go back. I'm so wanting to embrace my hair. I know, I'm going to look at this video and come back and you're going to be like, girl, look at your hair. It grew so much. So yeah, I'm just, and people say, oh, if I could keep my hands out of my hair, it would grow more. But when I touch it, every time you touch it, love it. Say, I love you. I adore you. You are beautiful. You are growing beautifully. Thank you for allowing this healthy hair. Just really loving on it, because it feels that energy. And it knows, just like when you already covering it up all the time, dyeing it, lying it, and laying to the side it, you know what I'm saying? Putting all the braids, the weaves, it know you don't love it. And I think for me, the epiphany was that I noticed that everybody that came into the braid shop, you could tell they just didn't like their hair. And I had to ask myself, well, am I one of these people? This constant, can't let it be out for 1 second. Because you get used to that look. And then you realize too, like, how could I be raw, but yet I'm putting all of these chemicals, because they are chemicals. There's still chemicals in the braid. Let's just say that. And chemicals in the dye for sure of the braids. And then they made all kinds of rubbers and plastics. I mean, you're not going to eat that, but, and then here too, especially, you're sweating. And so you're really taking in the toxins. Like, I felt, in the green hair, I felt the toxins. I felt them, and I knew I had to take my hair out immediately. So I'm going to be brave. But let's say like tomorrow, every Saturday, I go to get my fruits and vegetables. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear that pretty yellow, because I just think it's so gorgeous. It's a beautiful Saturday. I'm going to wear my yellow top. You'll see me tomorrow. But I'm going to make sure, that's what I'm going to say, when I do wear a scarf or a head wrap, I'm going to make sure that either I'm using this to protect it underneath, or this, I have a silk scarf. Or the silk scarf. It's got to, like, that's important, not to have all that stuff. And that material, I noticed, it's breathable, but I know it's not natural. It's definitely, yeah, I wouldn't say this is natural, but I will say that it's breathable. It's very breathable, but then it's still, And it has that. I mean, this is not, now let me just say this. I can see your curls is not gonna get stuck in this. I will definitely say that. It's not a wall, of course, not here. But, you know, I'm doing this thing where I wanna keep everything that comes close to my hair as natural as possible, or that I've tried it and it's tried and true, and I know that it works. This is actual silk, so silk would be the best. But I sleep in this, and this has always been good for me. You know, I've had this for years, years. I got this for Charisma for You YouTube channel. Sister, I hooked up with in New York, and I've had this for how many years, y'all? I know, seriously, it must have been 5, 6, maybe longer, years. Still kicking, and still, this thing has went through everything with me, and it washes easier, and I don't know, I love it. I love it. It just does my hair wonder. It doesn't come off. So, but I'm going to show them. I don't care about the ball. I don't care. I know today my hair felt so alive when I was outside all day. And I know that, and I'll just wet it. I wet it when I came in. Like, I might wet it twice a day. I might wet it in the morning before leaving, and then in the evening, because sometimes it's just so hot and your hair is sweaty. You want to get that cool water on it. I might do it for then as well. But y'all, right here, you see this shine? I wake up with it. I mean, more or less, not as, you know, as much, but it be just like this. This stuff penetrates. Look it up, BAOBAB, Baobab oil, and it is. I love it. The neem is great too for the edges, and this is my new stuff. So we'll see as it works. But I think what's really going to change the game is, like I said, I noticed that I was glowing. It to me, I threw a little more on the rough wood first. And I know it's because I eat a lot of nuts and seeds. So like I said, you can eat a lot of nuts and seeds, but you got to drink a lot of water. If you don't drink that water, then that stuff that they are basically dry, they're trying to hydrate themselves. Don't get me wrong, nuts and seeds are good for so many things. I mean, the pumpkin seeds has high in antioxidants. I was watching a video today, great for hair growth, and high in biotin, I think is what pumpkin seeds have. So I mean, I'm doing sunflower seeds. Like, this stuff is good. But you gotta drink a lot of water when you're adding a lot of nuts and seeds to your raw food diet. Something I recommend. The other thing is 1 day or 2 days a week do water. See, it works out perfectly because I run out of usually my greens by Friday night. So even though Saturday I go to by 4 and I get my greens, he's even running out of greens because I keep coming and chopping them, cutting them all off, and so he's running out. So lately I've been getting a lot of basil. You don't have that much leafy greens because I've taken it all. So, what I'm gonna do is, knowing that Saturday and Sunday. So okay, Saturday I go get more, but I don't eat them until Monday because I wait for Faustina to come to clean them. And it's also, I do it because I'd rather have them green leaf and green drinks and smoothie drinks Monday through Friday than Saturday and Sunday. Because Saturday and Sunday gives me a great opportunity again to fast. So Saturday and Sunday, since I got gobs of basil, lemon basil, holy basil, I got different mints, all fresh, or organic. I can have that with a banana, and that's what I'll supplement it with, the spirulina. I'll just supplement it with that and all that basil and I got other little supplements. So I'm gonna do liquid fasting on Saturday and Sundays. And I know it's gonna be like, I already could tell it's gonna be the bomb. And it's not enough because I notice I can't fast on liquids for 3 days. I can't do it. My body only could do about 2 days. But 2 days is perfect because that'll give me a chance to get a lot of that water in, and it'll form a nice little habit. And since I don't eat as much. Now, don't get me wrong, if I feel like I want, let me just say this, let's just say that my body can't take 2 days anymore, I only could do 1 day, which would still be great. What I will do is, and this is what I usually do on the weekend anyway, I will eat cucumber tomato salads. That's a great salad because it's hydrated, a lot of water in both of those. And it got the silica on the cucumber skin and the tomato, which makes me have that glowing skin. So either way, if I don't do well, 1 day is going to be all liquids, but one of the days will probably be that kind of salad and liquids. I'm finding my way, and it's coming. But during the week, yeah, I will definitely do easy, simple recipes for raw. I'm always thinking of something always new, and it's working for me, y'all. Today's day 13. Today's the day I woke up and realized my hair is the bomb and I'm keeping it. You know, I was laughing when I kept thinking before I wanted my hair to be lighter, or even one time, I remember I wanted it to be platinum blonde white. I got white hair. It's my gray, and my gray is white. And I think about how, you know, nice, pretty skin, that gray hair with the all white, because one day I guess it's going to be white. And some red Boss Lady lipstick, and we be good. We be good. I need my Boss Lady. Somebody, please. And after a while, I just might take the chance to just have it scent and pray it don't take 2 weeks. You know what? My sister can do it. My sister can do it because she's in New York. It might come faster. We'll see, ladies. But if one of y'all just comes, since you're coming anyway, you can just bring it with you. Okay. Enough. All right, y'all. So I made also today. I made the hibiscus. What do you call it? Hibiscus chamomile. Chamomile is good for lightening up blackheads and dark spots on your face. I got my hibiscus big pot for my overall rinse in the bath. I made a salt scrub. It is it is salt, spirulina, Himalayan sea pink sea salt. Let me say that. Spirulina powder and baobab oil. Sometimes I used to use coconut oil. Coconut oil works beautifully as well. I'm just on this one right now. I might even switch it. This is such a thick one, I might even want the coconut oil. But I added another ingredient because I put too much oil in, and it was cinnamon. I have cinnamon powder, and I didn't use it, but I looked online after I put it in. I said, cinnamon seems like that might be good for the skin. Cinnamon is great for the skin, antifungal, antimicrobial. So a great powder. So I'm going to test it, because what I do with my mask or with my scrub is I use it as a mask too, because that salt just brings out all the toxins. So anyway, this is my routine. It's real easy. A toner and an oil. And then also the massaging of the hair, wetting it, using neem hair, baobab there. Nighttime routine. And also actually getting my skin and my body, because when you wake up and you moisturize when you wake up, you did a good job. All right, ladies, I'm actually sleepy. I made all of my stuff. Only thing I gotta do now is melt my cocoa butter, which I'm just gonna do in the morning, and melt the cocoa butter and mix it with your shea butter. It will mix, and you can stir it with a spoon. You don't even need one of those mixers. Do that, y'all, and put that on your skin after you do your routine, and you will have the softest skin ever. Then go under the sun, and the sun just will love on you, and life is good. So, love you, ladies. I'm exhausted because I was walking around in that sun all day long, and that's why I said more water. That's the only thing. Once I get that water thing going, I'm in like Flynn. In like Flynn. Hey, Bev. Hey, Autumn. Hey, Onique. Day 13 since we in it. Yay! Congratulations, Onique. I wish I could say that I was energetic today. Honestly, I'm hungry and tired, but I'm exhausted too. I was so tired. Oh, hey, Beverly. I saw that Oprah video. She looked so good, didn't she, Bev? Do you prefer the oils over the Ghana butters like shea butter? I like both. Honestly, sis, your hair looks bomb like this. I love it. Thank you, Onique. Thank you. I'm loving it too, and I appreciate it. Thank you. I water wash my hair once a month. Yes, put it in 4 braids with shea butter, olive oil, and cover with those cute turbans. Yes, darling. That's a beautiful thing. I love that. Once a month, I love that. Sis, let me send some Boss Lady. Please, I have this Target card, brother. Oh, girl, email me at Afrocentric Home Design. I will give you my P.O. box, because you know your girl, I don't ask for much. I just need that Boss Lady. I love you. Afrocentric Home Design at gmail.com. Thank you. So, question, do I like the oils better? I like both, because I should say that. And that's such a good question. And it's such an important question, because it's like a big part of the routine I forget. I love my shea butter. So I do. I use my shea butter in the morning. So I use this only at night. And I use this, and mostly it's my hair oil. It's my hair oil. I will definitely say that even with the braids, when I used to wet my scalp, although I had stopped doing that, I will oil with this. And I'll use it, but in the mornings, in the morning it's black soap. After I black soap, if I have a salt scrub, then I'll scrub my salt, Then, of course, black soap, rinse off with water. Then I do my salt scrub, and I put some of it on my face, rinse it all off with water. Then my final rinse is the hibiscus tea that I pour into a little thing and pour it on my body, over my hair, all of it. It's good for the hair. And I let that go, and I give you that little, oh, that's just a nice feel. And then I don't rinse that. You let that soak in. And then I put that shea butter. Usually it's shea butter all by itself. But when I'm feeling fancy and I done melted the cocoa butter, because they got the real pure, straight up cocoa butter. You get in little, like, it looks like small candles. And it's dope. And you gotta melt that cocoa butter. And then you mix it with that shea butter, and it stays whipped like that with a spoon. That's some extra. If you want to go extra, that's some extra. But you don't have to. I use the shea butter. I'm gonna tell you, no, I don't. I wouldn't try to make this last all day to lock in that moisture. I feel like I'll start to dry out with this as a whole thing, or neem oil. Because I used to say, I'm just going to do an oil. And no, I agree. No. You need shea butter. Now, shea butter, coconut butter, that will do it. You will be locked in, and you don't get no ash, and you look good, like you look good. So I agree with you. No, not for my overall body, and not for me going out for the day. I've done these oils. They absorb quickly. That's why I say you could do this and then maybe do some other stuff around the house and go to sleep, and it probably won't even go on your sheets. Because the skin absorbs it quickly. That shea butter lock it in. So that's such a good question. Shea butter is the number one. And mix it with the cocoa butter, and you're going to be like, you know what, sis, thank you. Make sure you melt it. So you have your melted cocoa butter. You take some doblets or dobs or whatever, spoonful or two of the shea butter. You mix it in that liquid. It's still going to be hot. After a while, it's going to be creamy. Put a little cover over it, put in something to cover it. It stays creamy. The cocoa butter doesn't solidify again, and it's wonderful. But shea butter is my life. Shea butter is my life. Like, I tried other things, so no. This oil is nighttime oil for the body, and this oil is for the hair. I'll tell you, when I used to take the braids out, and I knew my hair was dry from them braids, before I would attempt to comb, before I would attempt to even run my fingers through my hair, I would put this on. It would loosen, but at the same time tighten. It would curl it. It would seal it. It would shine. It would just bring it back to life. Then I would comb it and get into it. It's a great hair oil. It's a great body oil too, but no. I bet this would be nice mixed with maybe this with the shea butter. Anyway, shea butter is so good, you don't need to mess with it, and cocoa butter together. So I hope that answers that. Because it's a good question. I want people to know, no, I'm a shea butter girl. Shea butter girl. Yes. Thank you, darling. Natalie says, to send Boss Lady Lippy, contact Lisa Marie. I love her. Afrocentric Home Design. Thank you, Queen. Ooh, y'all all should just send it. Y'all should be like, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm going to start leaving my P.O. box in the description, because think about it. If like on random occasions, y'all just send it, like I would always have it. And only one Boss Lady. I don't care about the rest of them. I just want that one. I'll wear my hair gray. I'll put a fro every day. I will give it all up except the Boss Lady. Just give me the Boss Lady, and I'm the happiest lady in the world. Yeah, that's it. It's that simple. I don't ask for much. Y'all all, I will put the P.O. box in the description box. Tomorrow I'll be in the morning. So I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to go through all the 3 channels. That's what I normally do. Go back and put everything in all the description boxes that I missed. And this one will be no exception. And then y'all can just randomly send it through a P.O. box, and, just ask me, did I get it yet? I would do a haul. I would just be like, y'all, I think I would get I would make a container just for my Boss Ladies. I don't have no other lipstick anyway. Y'all should have saw how desperate I was. Let me show you what I was doing. It was serious. First of all, I thought, no, you want to know about desperate? I thought I was like, that last one, it was all dried out. It was jacked up. I had to throw it away because it was like little lips, and it was dry, but it was peeling. It was, honey, I was like, wait, I think I threw it in the trash. Did you know I went in the trash trying to find that little Boss Lady? I was like, I could add some oil to it. I was like, girl, you're getting a little too desperate. Let's just let it go. Step away from the trash can, girl. Did you go back at the Boss Lady? I was even, because I got this from the Lip Bar as well. And these are some beautiful shadows. And they gray. I was trying to put them on the lips, try to make some red. It wasn't working. I ain't got the right colors. It didn't work out. But this is some great shadow. Like, I love it, but I don't need this. I just need Boss Lady. That's it. I don't need nothing else. Now, if you're really feeling good, I forgot. Let's just say one thing. Just throw this in there. If you feel like, you know what, like I love her and I love the meditations. I'm begging now. And I love the things she do. Let's go in the other room because I'm so hot in here. Because too many damn lights. And I'm loving everything she do. And I want to see her succeed. Could y'all can do one other thing. Just one. It's the last thing. If you know, they got vegan eyeliners. If you happen, I like black. If you happen to see a vegan eyeliner out there, I think Boss Lady actually makes one. A Lip Bar, I would take that black eyeliner too. I would take it. And I'm gonna say this one more thing. If you come past a vegan mascara, that's it. I mean, but I don't really care about those two. I mean, I do care, but I really want the Boss Lady. If you had to choose, just get the Boss Lady. But there's a company I was using, but you might know others. It was called Thrive Cosmetics. I don't think they black owned. There's too many black owned ones. Mascara, just in black, vegan, and the vegan eyeliner, the pencil. That's what I prefer. People be like laughing. People be like, somebody said, "I'm coming. Do you want a snack?" Like people just stop. I said, "Oh no, y'all, I ain't stuck on no snacks in the States. I need some Boss Lady." Like Boss Lady's number one, but vegan and mascaras, honey, you ain't gonna find that out here. And vegan eyeliners. That's it. Black, black, red. Red, Boss Lady, black, black. All right. I think I got my request out there. They say closed mouths don't get fed, and I'm trying to get fed on my beauty. I don't wear no makeup. The shadow I got, and if I did, it's nice. I'm glad to have it. I want my Boss Lady. But if I have my Boss Lady do my eyes when I go out and my mascara with my shorty, oh God, I just feel so good. Like I know I'm gonna have it because the feeling of it, it was just like the excitement. It's running through my entire body. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. Like you just never know. It's like, oh my God, if I just, that's it. That's it. That's it. I hope you're all convinced. I hope you're all convinced. For those that don't know what the Boss Lady is, there is a black vegan, I would say makeup line, and she is the bomb. I love it. She's a beautiful sister, and she has a cosmetic company called thelipbar.com, lipbar.com, and her stuff is all in Target. That's why I used to go get it from Target. But you can also get it online. Just get your favorite Target. Ran out of Boss Lady. Just in case they did, you could go online and it'd be mailed to your house. I used to do both. But she makes eyeshadows. She makes mascaras. She makes, I don't even know what else, because I'm sure she's constantly adding. I look at that. I've been looking at the little things I had to get off the mailing list. I was like, oh my God. So I love her, and I love her products. There's so many. Y'all so lucky. Like I say, y'all are blessed. Listen, if you decide to move to Ghana, I'm going to tell you some major things that you might not, because a lot of people don't talk about the health stuff that you should bring with you. Bring your own blender. If you got a Vitamix or a Blendtex, you will have, please don't forget, don't worry about the transformer, you can get it here. Bring your own blender. If you have a high-speed blender, if you into your raw, or you into, you into your raw, or you into like the healthy way of eating, and you got a Vitamix, do not think it's not worth it to put on that plate. Bring it. Or your Blendtex, whatever. I'm talking about the high speed. Even your Ninja, your NutriBullet, they don't have that. If you into, bring your food processor. The food processor they got, you can hold it with your pinky. You can hold it with your pinky. It's so light. You want that heavy duty Cuisinart, whatever those great. I have one. I know. Bring your food processor. Healthy people. And if you have a dehydrator like I had, bring that too. Bring it. Another thing, if you are you're not in heavy makeup, but you got your favorite vegan lipstick, or you got your favorite vegan eyeliner, vegan mascara, and you just one of them girls, you have bring it, stack up on it. 6 months supply, like whatever you got to do, okay? Bring it. You're not gonna find it. If you like certain vegan hair shampoos or anything like that, there's one place, it's called Twist and Locks. They do sell the Shea Moisture and all of that stuff. But it's a few, I mean, it's not a lot. If people say it's a lot, but we have a lot. Bring your own hair stuff. If that matters to you, then you should bring it. Because but they're expensive. You can get a lot cheaper in the States. I mean, like if you got your favorite shampoo, see, I can use black soap and be happy. Because they got black soap for days. You know that's the home of black soap. And shea butter, you ain't got to never worry. Don't you dare bring no shea butter to Ghana. Do you hear me? Do not be taking up valuable space in your suitcase that the boss ladies could be up in there to bring you some shea butter to Ghana. Don't do it because you got too much shea butter. You should have enough to just get you through and enough little bit. Do not be bringing no black soap. If I see your suitcase with some black soap and shea butter, you coming to Ghana, I'm going to spank you. And you could be putting some other stuff in there, like from the lip bar. Don't forget that. People talk about snacks. I wasn't on no snacks, so I didn't know the snack thing. But if you got your favorite snacks, you should bring it. But I'm talking about, think about your equipment. Think about yes, Beverly. Think about your equipment. Your equipment. If you got special spoons and okay, I'm running out. Sorry. Okay, y'all. Anyway, you can see I'm highly moisturized. I moisturize how I go to bed. I'll be like, girl, your skin, how your skin glow? I'll be like, they don't even know. I take a bath up in the moisture. Like I take baths in it, like for real. And you ever see that white comedian? Let me see if I can find it. Oh my God. I don't really watch it, but I was watching. This was something in the States. He's a white comedian. You ever see him? He is so cool. And he has a black girlfriend. Well, I don't know his name. I don't really remember. But he has a black girlfriend. I'm trying to see where is the plug. Or black wife. Oh, black girlfriend. And he was saying how, oh, hell no. All this time the stove wasn't on for my biscuits. I could have been going to bed. But anyway. And he was saying like, oh, y'all, he was like, yeah, he was saying like how white, he knows why white people are so, because he's white, you know, why they look so old and they wrinkle so bad. And he was talking about how it's the moisture. He said, yeah, he said, yo, black people got shea butter. He was laughing about the shea butter. He said, y'all, they take like a bath in it. And we practically do. I'm doing, yeah, I don't know, what am I trying to do? And we practically do. All right, y'all, hold on till they turn us off. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyway, they wasn't taught about the moisture like we were. We, that's hammered into us. Don't go out ashy. Don't go out ashy. And yeah, he was saying something like, yeah, y'all, like, basically like clowning us like we take a bath in that bad boy. And we do. He said they be having buckets. They have like buckets of shea. We do. We be having tubs. Y'all know we have a tub. We have a little tub of some shea butter in a minute. So yeah, moisture is very important to me. I've always been, that's not true. That license bothers me. I've always been a moisture person. I've always moisturized. In my opinion anyway, in my opinion, my skin is my best asset. Like I always knew that. Like my skin is my best asset. And so I always took care of it and I always moisturized. Once I found shea butter, that was all she wrote. Because that was the best moisturizer that my skin ever had, and there's no exception to it. The way we use shea butter, they don't use shea butter like that here. Like when I used to put on Kwame, used to be like, oh my God, you Americans, why do you put it on every day? To be honest, I don't think they use it at all. I can tell sometimes too, no. But I don't think they use it at all. I don't think that I was reading the Nobility book. I was reading the Nobility book, and the Nobility book about the rites of passage, shea butter is like almost like something special that you put on, to attract. Because that's like, your rites of passage. This is when you're coming out and you shine up your body. And so it's not like the way we use it. We use it every day. We serious. We keeping that moisture. Like, no, I don't see them using it in that way. But shea butter is everything. And shea butter is just moisturizer. That woman, then with a 7-year-old woman, moisturizing is everything. That's what they didn't do. Like, they didn't grow up like we did. Like, you have to moisturize because we just didn't want to be ashy. We didn't even know it was going to keep our skin forever beautiful. And I know some people say black don't crack and all that, but black get dry. I've seen it, okay? It get dry. And that moisturizer, especially that, is also, it's a protection from the sun because the sun is not what it used to be, right? And even if it is what it used to be, protection just meaning that, you still, I don't, sunscreen, it's a sunscreen. It is a natural sunscreen. That's what it is. It's what sunscreen is made from. It's a natural protection. It allows the sun, it enhances the sun, or the sun enhances the shea butter. So it's like the sun allows the shea butter to kind of seep into your skin because remember, shea butter has all kinds of nutrients. So it's food for your skin. It's the great stuff. It's the bomb, and we know it, don't we? We actually know it. So make sure you use your moisturizers all of the time. But the best too, like I said, is drink a lot of water. You want to get clear skin tomorrow? Drink a lot of water, and still eat the way you do. First of all, you'll eat a lot less than what you do, and your skin will improve greatly. I'm on more water, so I'm gonna do that more. So yeah, y'all. Anywho, let me get this fan. Stay moisturized. That's number one. Make sure meditation keeps you young. I learned that a long time ago from a white woman who used to meditate, and it's true. As a woman said. And then, don't have stressful relationships. Because if you don't have stressful relationships, you look younger too. Laugh a lot too. Enjoy life and laugh at yourself. Laugh at yourself. It's interesting that I knew, I always knew intuitively that my skin, the darkness of it, all of it was, to me, my best asset and best feature. But I don't know when I didn't get the message on the hair. Because I feel like that, like I was thinking about this journey, because it's all a journey, that where did I stop, when? Like, I was thinking about when did it happen. So I remember when I was first started growing my locks, it was right before I met the old man. And I had my locks for 11 years. And but after a while I started getting this scalp irritation. That's when I met my ex though. And I don't know what was going on. And so I cut my locks off for a lot of reasons. But once I cut them off and I was able to get in my hair, I cut myself bald. And then it felt like I just continued to cut my hair bald, short. And then, because I didn't really want to do my hair. But then there was a time that I loved doing my hair. I could see pictures back when my afro was all moisturized and very beautiful. And before that, though, no, even before the new hair natural movement, I used to twist my hair. I used to love my hair. I just thought about it growing up when I was in Brooklyn. Oh my God, I was the twist out queen before they even called it that. I used to love doing my hair. I used to think my hair was the best. I used to absolutely love my hair. When I stopped, I think when I started watching the new generation of natural hair gurus, and you start following that stuff, it got expensive. You had to do all these products. You was taking hours to do your hair when you didn't take hours to do your hair before. And I was so messed up from that I didn't even remember what I used to do with my hair simply. It got so complicated. So you didn't feel like you was doing it right. And then your hair wasn't growing because you was in it all the time when before you wasn't. So that's when I think that I really lost touch with my hair. And then I started braiding when I travel, which is kind of normal, But, yeah, just the world of braids. Braids are very beautiful. I love them. Now I can't look at them. I see people with braids, I'll be like, oh, close your eyes, girl. Like, braids, I got nightmare. Like, I'm traumatized now from the braid life. So, and when did I think I never wanted to cut. People used to say, my own mother was like, when are you going to color your gray? My mother was alive because I've been graying since I was in my 30s. I never wanted to color my gray. Not because I even thought, oh my God, I gotta keep my gray. I was very afraid of dyes. Dyes could be, some of them are ugly, y'all. Chemicals cause cancer. I was, no. It wasn't that I was loving the gray probably that much. It was that that dye was more scary than the gray. I was like, we're just gonna rock the gray out. But I did realize that there was a point that I stopped, as I started maybe when I got maybe into my late 40s, especially 50s, I think I started not wanting to see my gray. And I think that I did the extensions more to cover my gray than I didn't like my hair. Because I know, because when I went bald, because you know I was bald, I was free. I was like, you probably didn't know, you like your hair. No, I cut it bald because bald would get rid of the gray. It was the number one reason. It's like, oh, get rid of the gray, cut it bald. It was the gray. The gray started. At first, it don't bother you in your 30s, your 40s. I don't know. You in your 50s, like, ooh, like, do I gray? Do I stay with the gray? Do I go with the gray? Now I feel so silly. I'm like, girl, you better embrace and love this gray. And that's your look. Just keep your skin glowing, hydrate, stay looking young in the face. The gray looks even prettier on like a face that is just glowing and beautiful. And I'm telling you, put that red lipstick on, you in there. You in there. So it was about the gray. I can say for me, the braids was about the gray. Because instantly it kind of covered the gray. To the point where I wanted to dye the gray. And my girl was trying to tell me, but I didn't want to hear it. I got to tell her, let me make my own mistakes. She was right about a lot of stuff, but I wanted to cover the gray. That's what it was. Because when I think about my hair, I went bald. We know I'm not that attached to it. I love my hair. I've always did. I've loved the thickness. I mean, people will even here say, oh, if you ever grow locks, you got the perfect hair to grow locks. Because my hair is a hair that locks fast. I love my hair. And you know what? And I love the gray now. And I'm embracing it. And it took me losing so much of it, which will come back. It took me losing it. It took scalp pain. You know, I had fun though, I'll say that. You know, when I go down the path, it'll definitely be fun. I had some beautiful braid styles that will be here forever, but I just don't see it again. And I don't think I need it. I felt free today. I felt the freeness walking down the street. I felt the freeness taking, I mean, I forgot what my hair looked like. It just felt like there was like freedom. And it was, like I said, it was not something, the heaviness was gone. And then when you have that freedom, you feel free in your body and you feel free in your movements and you're just taking care of your business. It was just great. It was just great. You know, as 50-year plus women, like this is why this channel is, we do have our insecurities. And we don't want to act like as black women that we're not afraid to age or black don't crack, so we keep not having this conversation about aging. But we too, I'm not the only one here that look at the gray and be like, ooh, I look kind of old. And then dye the gray or put the braids in the hair and you feel like you look younger. So now every time you take that out or the dye starts going, you can't even deal with the original look. The original look was the gray. It's time to embrace the gray. And you know, it's something I laughed so hard because I was thinking about this again today. When I was younger, you know, my favorite magazine was Essence magazine. I used to, when they had that ageless beauty section, time of year, and they had the silver fox in it, I remember I was thinking like, why did I say this? I was young, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna be a silver fox. Oh my God, I'm gonna be a silver fox. I can't wait to be a silver fox. God said, well, God dang it, let me give it to you, because I started graying in my 30s. But you know what? I said, damn, maybe I should have said it. You know what I said? I laughed, but then I said, no, you knew what you was talking about. Them women, that was the whole thing. They were ageless beauties, and they had the silver fox thing because these women are gray and they look beautiful. I was right. I can be that. You know, I try to be something you're not. You know, like I think about it too. Like especially so what are you trying to do? You're trying to attract men? Well, God dang it, I would want the one to know I'm gray. I would definitely want that one to step to me, not the other ones that was stuck on the hair. That's not even mine. Yeah. You know, even though we're in our 50s, we are still growing. And we're probably growing more because we have to grow into our new self. The breasts don't stand. The breasts don't sit up like they used to. Some of us, everything falling. We know it's true. It ain't just me, okay? You know, and a lot of us are thinning here. Like I told you when I got on YouTube, I was like, oh, there's no edges. This all front going. Some of these young girls was worse than mine. And some older, I was like, oh, this is a problem because we doing the tight braids and the tight weaves. And I just thought about the older women, you know what? We need to be so healthy that whatever we got, it is the best. It is the best. And start being the beautiful, fine women we are. We were on some gray hair when we could have the most beautiful body by exercising every day, the most beautiful mind by keeping it clear and meditating, the most beautiful spirit, and the most beautiful skin, and the most beautiful hair. Like we should, really what I should be doing is how to keep your gray, how to keep it shining and glowing, how to keep your gray moisturized. I mean, that's the videos I should be doing. You know, I got so much love from y'all. When I say y'all, the last video I did was on the high elevation, like y'all I took out. Y'all was like, girl, it wasn't nothing wrong. We was telling you before we liked the hair with the little fat, we loved it. It was just you. And I believe y'all. Y'all really did. Y'all just let me go do my stuff. And that's why I love y'all. I told you, just don't say nothing. Just, hey, you look good. I love you. It's perfect. Because I love you because you're like, you know what, this is her journey. Let her go through it. We're going to support her. She'll figure it out what she want and don't want, and we'll support her in that too. Y'all true. That's beautiful. So, what a journey. And it ain't over yet. Now we in the gray years. I think I had to get 53 going on 54 to really embrace the gray. And there's some sides of gray. And there's some black in there too. I do see it. I'm happy. I'm ready for it. I got other things to do. We got too much life to be living to be caught up on some natural process. And it's a natural process. You get older. Look, all the gurus I left. I mean, Dr. Sebi had gray. Dr. Layla Africa had gray. Iris Latam is totally gray. I mean, this is the idea of it is so silly that we don't act like if you're healthy and you know gray, you gonna be gray. I don't know, and I think that's what made it worse. It was the health industry. These little youngsters talk about, oh, you got gray hair, you got deficiency. Nobody, you would never have said that to your grandmama. You would never say that to her. So I think we got to go back to what we know, and like I said, the wisdom of that gray and the beauty of it. I'm done. I was addicted. I was not thinking. I'm thinking a lot now. I'm free. My hair is free. I'm thinking a lot. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the life. I'm ready to embrace my gray. I'm ready, y'all. So I declare that on the Over 50 Lifestyle channel that I'm going to be getting lots of sun. When I don't, it'll be cute with a little, I will definitely be rocking head wraps. You got to have it. Wait, we black women, we should be able to rock a head wrap. Especially my bright colors, that makes me happy. And definitely those little things, but just don't make it a habit. You know, you're not, I want my head wrap, I'm wearing it because my head wrap is beautiful and I love styling it. That's why, not because I'm trying to cover my head. It's not neat. I mean, like I said, as the hair grow, we will have bad hair days. And I think legitimately, of course, you got to cover your head. You got to still keep it stepping, but don't make it a habit, right? All right, queens. I think I put out the boss lady request, and I'm sure it will be coming back. Not void. Not void. I believe that. Hey, naturally, laugh out loud. Yes, naturally, that's right. Get that lipstick symbols up there. I got you, Onique Walker. Thank you, darling. Thank you. That's right. TheLipBar.com. Thank you, naturally. Hey, Helona. Sis, I wish I had a real blend out here in Rwanda, right? What our boy is it. You know what? This is what the Ghanaians say to me. They be like, I don't know if y'all stuff is coming from China. That's what Kojo said to me today, but ours certainly is. And it is the worst stuff. You'll never get stuff like the States. And I said, well, it's interesting because our stuff is probably coming from China as well, but they send China sends some different stuff to the States than they do here, to the continent, and that's a hard one. Bring your blenders. You're going to love me. Hey, Dora Beverly. Hey, Emma. Lady, you definitely don't look like you are in your 50s. Thank you, Lady Simpson. See, something to think about, right? I've been trying to embrace my gray, but it's been ooh, and that's why we got this channel, honey, because you see it was me. That's why I'm the first to say, my name is Lisa Marie Goodson, and I was not loving my gray. You know what I'm saying? My name is Lisa Marie Goodson, and I'm having a hard time embracing it. Like, let's talk about it. Like, we need to talk about it and support each other. What is that? I think that, let me tell you what I think is going to help us. If we, like you said, we don't necessarily look like we the age we are, we keep our bodies fit, we moisturize, we stay toned, you know. I think when we wake up, we be like, yo, that gray be like, let me tell you how I get with the gray. And this really works for me. If I like red hair, if I like the green hair, if I like the blue hair, if I like the black hair, well, gray is just another color. And really, mine is white. So why wouldn't I white on dark skin? That's beautiful. That's how I embrace it. It's just another color. It's like highlights too. I got salt and pepper, mostly salt. It's just another color. And you see these little young girls, they putting the gray in for fun. Like, oh, well, gray. Be like, hey, it's gonna be good. I'm telling you, you take care of we take the rest of our body. Ain't nobody gonna even knows we got gray hair. They're gonna be like, girl, where you going? What's your name? You'll be like, hey. So, and I think too, like I said, more videos on how to keep the gray looking beautiful and vibrant and shiny and glowing, and you know how to style it, how to moisturize it, because that'd be an issue for some. But I got that Baobab is good. That's what I want to do with this. Really be fabulous over 50. Not be like these stars that be like, oh, they don't even look 50. And you know they done got so much work done. You be like, well, you know what? She's not really a good example. She's not. We are our own examples, real women out here. And also to show our vulnerability there. Because like I said, people got this idea that black don't crack, like black women don't deal with aging or black women don't talk. We do. And that is why I'm here. And I'm glad we have this conversation, because I'm not alone. We do. We talk about our gray. I mean, some of our hair is thinning. I know I'm not the only one. Just age and hormones alone. And it was interesting. I remember menopause has a lot to do with the hair, because you're already pulling it and you're already going through hormone difference. Now that I got Ghana and I got my herbs from Nana and Ketia, which I will put us on, I don't have the same menopausal symptoms. So we got stuff going on in our bodies and we need help. And we also deal with aging, and we could talk about it, and we could be support for each other. It's a thing that, remember, the black aging woman, we go through it. Oh, black don't crack, black look good to the end. Yo, we be taught. It's a come a time all of us go and look in the mirror and be like, wow, I don't look the same. And then what about the body, you know? And then what about even the like sex and like enjoying it or not enjoying it or wanting it or don't want it? I mean, like, this real stuff we going through. This stuff our mamas did not talk about, and definitely not our grandmothers. Menopause, I never heard my mother use that word. I know now I could see when she was going through it, but I never heard that. Never heard about, no. Mm-mm. But I remember my mom too, she fought the aging too, and her hair was totally burnt out, gone. Like, she was into perms and wigs all the time. Oh my God. When I see how much the women in my family, my grandmother, actually she wore wigs, but I don't know. She had some amazing hair that it was just long and thick forever. But, you know, most of us fight it so hard. And I think if we embrace it, we would look better. We would be healthier. We got to embrace it. So let's do it together, ladies. I'm here for y'all. Y'all be here for me as well. Because we need help. We need help. Yes, I understand, Lady Simpson. I ain't even mad. I haven't been loving my gray. That's right, Beverly. That's all admitted. Let's just say it. Lady Simpson said, I love your channel. You give us a new outlook on things. It's so good to see a different perspective. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Miss Rachel. My name is Rachel. That's right. And I cannot embrace the gray yet. That's right. I just don't seem to like that color on me. I know. Isn't it hard? I mean, I know. Like, hey, I'm so with y'all. Alicia unedited. It took me a while to get used to my grays. It was a serious transition. Yes, ma'am. Miss Racy, I feel you since it's natural. That's right. Doris says I'm 35 and I have gray already. I had it too, but I'm embracing it. Yes, ma'am. Do it young. That's the best. And let me say, because at 35, I was good. I know it's so challenging to embrace our gray, but we got to get through it, y'all. Laugh aloud. We do. Joy said, just tune in. God, I have missed most of your talk. Okay, just come back and we'll repeat it. Helena, what about you, Helena? I've been dealing with thinning here. That's right, since my late 30s. Yes, it's a lot better now at 43, but it's not the same as before. Yes, what about the thinning here? Yes, and Miss Racy, mine is hiding until I part it down the center, and then it's like, and where did all this tinsel come from? I know. It's there. Yeah, the thinning here, the gray here. Woo, it's a notion. That's why y'all was letting me go through my stuff, because y'all understood, like, girl, I understand you trying to fight it. And I was just trying not to do dyed here, but I laughed because all that color here that I was getting is dyed here anyway, so I was back there. And that's what people say, oh, henna, this and that. When I looked at the henna videos, hours. You got to leave that stuff in there for hours. I was like, oh, I probably won't keep that up. That probably will just not happen for me. I'm going to lead the way, y'all. Not only I'm going to grow, we're going to grow all this back because we're doing it together. That's why I just come with it. And then we're going to embrace this here. I'm going to be the flyest, okay? I'm going to make hair stuff and accessories. We're going to be graying it out. It's going to be beautiful because we're going to be so fine. Our skin just going to be like baby soft. We're going to have our muscles. We're going to be strong. We're going to eat well. We're going to be hydrated. That's what I'm telling you. When you got all that going on, we're going to be so fine that everybody going to be like, and girl, who do your hair? You be like, oh, you like my gray? Like, seriously, I'm ready for it. I'm ready now. I broke free. I broke free. So are y'all ready? I'm ready for the challenge. Let's do it. And if we never do it and we just dye our hair, it's okay too. Because that's the other thing. There's no hair dyeing shame. No, you dye, hey, I get it. That's a hard one. And everybody got to go down their own path on that one. If you do. And if we could do that. Now, let me just say, I did go online. Now, there's a lot of they got black tea, they got green tea, they got tea, they got coffee. They got a lot of little stuff. Now, for me, if it got caffeine in it, I ain't going to be able to work. I can't even drink green tea. I get heart palpitations. And I know if I put it on my head, I remember I did it was a natural 85, and she did like an egg mixed with mayonnaise moisturizer. And I was vegan, y'all. I'm still vegan. I put that bad boy in my hair. Was my hair not as moisturized as ever because it probably was giving me a protein? But did I feel all the effects of eating dairy? So I know if I put the green tea, the black tea, coffee, can you do decaffeinated? And then I could do it. It'd be like I drank it. So I got to think of something. So there's those rinses for sure that I seen all these natural beet juice, whatever you want to rag, all these other things. I said to myself, I started laughing. I said, every once in a while when it's fun, but you got to keep it up. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm just going to embrace my gray. I'll do rosemary, nettles. They said rosemary, nettles, and I think aloe vera gel, but let's just say rosemary, nettles. Oh, sage, rosemary, nettles. I'll do that just to keep my hair strong. So that I'm not sitting there trying to depend on this. I will do those herbs because I like that kind of stuff just for the hair. But I'm thinking this gray is going to be pretty because I think the dark skin and the white hair, I'm here for it. Like, I actually want the gray now. Like, I can see how this is another color. And I want it. I want it. If I'm looking tired now, and I'm aging everywhere else, that I ain't going to want to do that gray. That gray is that dye be a quick fix or the extensions. Yes, I get it. But if I'm looking good, we can do the gray. We're going to do the gray. Silver Fox, y'all. Silver Fox, okay? Let's say it together. I am a silver fox. Just repeat it every day and know that it's just another color. And we got all the queens in the house tonight. Yes, Miss Racy rolling that naturally, right? Got to be Oshun, help us out. I'm putting in a gray and black ponytail right now. See, now I love that. While I'm listening to this, let me tell you why I love that. My name is Alicia Alicia, I'm dealing with gray. That's right. And then they hear all over. I'm 47. Yes, ma'am. Say it. Yes, Silver Fox is Dandelion. I'm a Silver Fox. Yes, I am a. Yes, Lacewood, I am a Silver Fox. Yes, say it. Now, got to be Oshun. I love what you that she's putting the ponytail in and she's putting the gray and the black. Because every time I couldn't believe that. I was insulted. These little damn young girls, them young whippersnappers. She was like, when I was like the color I want, she said, they all asked me, so you want me to put gray in? I looked at her like, don't you even, what you playing for? Why you trying to be funny right now? I said, no. Like, don't even bring me no gray extensions. That's why I'm up in here. That's when I knew it wasn't about the extensions. It wasn't about the length for me. I love short hair. I used to wear my hair short all the time. It was about the gray. No, I ain't coming up here. And so I used to think to myself that I said this. I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. The next time I go in, I'm going to put in some gray hair. Gray blacks, just like my hair. Okay, my hair is mostly gray, but it's black in there too. I was going to do it. Got to be Oshun. I was going to do it. Because that would have got me a step closer to what is this really? And if I could have done that, then I'm sure I would have just embraced it. But now I'm going to skip, go and collect my $100, $200 right now because I'm about to clean up this board. No, because I'm ready. I'm excited. And my first, like I said, go to the art center every day with my balding, my little thin thing. Oh, let's do it all. And act like what? What's wrong? And my gray hair. That's number one. Number two is come on YouTube showing my hair and the thinning and how much it's growing. And number three, let me tell you why we want to embrace it. Because y'all, there is a quantum field. And everything exists in that. And the love we have for ourselves exists in that too. And the love of who we really are exists. And the beauty of who we are really does exist. So we gonna get there. We just gotta eat right, we gotta think right, we gotta feel right, and we gonna embrace who we are. And not embrace like I'm gonna embrace being an old ass lady. No, you ain't embrace being an old ass lady. You not. It's look at our old don't even look like the old it used to be. And I'll say this, it's interesting. I'm gonna tell you that aging, that I don't want to aging, that is such a first world problem. I can tell you that. I look at the women here, I'll be like, oh, they just embrace all of it. Although they dye their hair too a lot here. I will definitely say that. The women be dyeing their hair like crazy. I know some would be old. I'll be like, oh, y'all don't play that gray. So it's coming to them too, but at some point they used to embrace it. I think that American women, that's something I can speak for, we definitely embrace aging in another way. We still feel fly. We still feel youthful. We still feel like we should be able to date. At 50, we should be able to get married again. Some people even trying to have children. We feel like we still could wear our sexy jeans and our high heels. Here, I feel like they get to a certain age, and sometimes it seems like they accept that they grandma. And I think that's very hard for us. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's our privilege. That's a privilege, even the women that do it here. But I think that we could age gracefully and still be fly and sexy with the gray hair. I think that's what's going to make the gray hair so beautiful, is that we're not buying into this gray hair woman and the stereotypes of grandma go sit down somewhere. We sassy with that gray. And I think it's just a whole nother look that gray is not making us. Most of us are not, we don't really feel old like that. We sure don't feel like we should be in some rocking chair. We don't feel that. We don't feel like we just want to be with our grandbabies and just die. No. And I think that inner spirit, that inner vibration is what is going to carry us. That gray is like an illusion. It's a pretty color. It really is. It's like just call it platinum. It's not gray, it's white. And it's beautiful against the dark skin. We could rock some gray. Ain't nobody can rock no gray like a black woman. We rock it out. And y'all know every one of us have seen in person some gray-haired woman that her hair was stunning, whether it was a perm, whether it was a natural. You just be like, damn, that's really beautiful. That's going to be us. So, all right, queens. I think my hibiscus is probably boiling now. So, yes, sister, love that. Yes, I am a silver fox. Say it, Beverly, laugh out loud. Yes, naturally clever. Yep, that's right. I thought that was gray. I said, you better go somewhere with that gray extensions. No! Yep, I embraced it. I got tired. of the dye and felt like it was Steven. Yes, it do feel like it's Steven, right? I mean, which is tough. Honey, the collar extensions yesterday seeped in. I had to take a nap. I was like, oh, we got to take you out. My head felt like it was burned. I was like, oh my God, this is extensions. See, you and God's Real Shoe have pushed me more on the side of not dying mine as it comes in. Yes, naturally, you got a chance. I'm the last one to get it. My sisters had it since they were in their teens. Yeah, see, so you was just blessed. Yeah, it wasn't fitting with my lifestyle, and so yeah, so now full out salt and pepper fire. Yes, and you know what? I agree. That's what I had to be honest. Like, so you up here doing raw, you all clean. It's got to be organic. You squatting your little butt off. You got out here doing meditation, and you got this issue. I'm telling you, I was in that chair. My skin is glowing, had that little redness to it. I looked clean as a mother, and I was clear. I was like, wow, this is interesting. What am I doing? And the last time I did that was, I never forget, it was this was when my best friend and I, this was the 90s, and we were living in California, and you know, we had decided that we ain't had no money before that for no damn perm. We was living in New York. We was poor, okay? We had a low job, and you didn't go enough to get a perm. But we moved to Vegas, and we had a little more money, and it was a lot less cheaper to live in New York, and we was gonna get us this perm without Vegas. Actually, we moved to California, and honey, we was getting our perms and whole bit. I don't know why, but we was doing it. And then we was getting our hair washed, and it was a woman that worked there. Actually, her son was the beautician. He was straight, but he could whip some hair. And she would wash the hair. She was like the attendant. And she said something about, yes, girl. She was washing the hair. She said, yes, girl. The perm was the best thing that ever happened to the black woman. And I thought, oh shit, you mean not the right to vote? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait. Not the fact that we could drink at the goddamn white man water. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, like what? Like, not the no. Like, no. And my girl and I, we heard that, and we got it. I said, girl, did you? She said, yes. This is hours later because we was roommates. We woke up the next morning, and we shook hands and said, no more perms. And I've never had a perm since the 90s. And I didn't even have it along like a lot of people because I couldn't afford it for long. That was the way it clicked to me yesterday. Because remember, y'all, I think I got my hair done on Wednesday and took it out on Thursday. Or got it on Thursday and took it out on Friday. Thursday. Yeah, I got it Wednesday, took it out the next day. Because when I was sitting there, I saw my skin, I saw my glow, and I was just sitting there going, what the hell am I doing? This doesn't make sense. It don't even feel like, I keep saying I don't want to eat certain things, but she's spraying the shit on my head. You know what? So you know how I told her my hair was sticking out, and I told her just take some hair and wrapped it? She couldn't, the hair was plastic, she kept saying, that it wouldn't stay. She was like, I got some hair glue, we could just glue it. When I heard myself saying, okay, then I said, wait, I don't feel comfortable with this. I knew I lost it. I was like, are you about to glue your hair? Do you hate your hair? You about to glue your hair? And this young girl don't even know. She gonna glue your hair. I said, well, how would we get it out? She said, don't worry, come to me, I said, no, let's try another solution. She said, well, this other thing, I don't think it's gonna stay, whatever. And then when I got home, like I said, my whole head was just like burning. But I could feel it was way more than physical. It was like, you know the truth. I took a nap and woke up and said, and got to cut. And I did a little video. As a matter of fact, I'm going to release that video. I videotaped, not the cutting it, but the talking about, I can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. Can't do it. It's not necessary. So I love how God's Real Shoe said it just didn't really fit her lifestyle. Like, it's not the truth. It's not the truth. So yes, I'm very, very thankful to you for that. And thank you. That's right, Queen. The Dandelioness. I saw her earlier today. She has a very young face and long gray hair. Yes, exactly. Yes. My mother had beautiful gray hair. Yes, Beverly. Wow, Beverly. Yes. I've been natural for over 21 years. Yes. Laugh out loud. Yes. Yes. And you ain't playing. You mean no extensions, nothing, huh? Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, I've been, oh my God, since the night. I ain't had no perm, no altered state. except for extensions. So we all gonna have to come to that come to Jesus moment and just be like, what are we doing, and when do we start loving ourselves? Because I bet we'll be fine if we do. And you know the deal, wasn't there a young man on one of the channels? He's like, look, if I was a couple of years older, did he say, I'll be getting with you. I said, how old are you, boy? These young boys, y'all. You know, I believe this. I don't think men as, I know that women, like I've heard this, I know that women are not dressing for men or wanting to look young for the men. We think that's what it is, but it's not true. Because I think that, you want my opinion about black men? I don't care if they're black from Africa, from the continent, or from the States. I think black men really be liking us just the way we are. Not the ones on TV. You know, not the ones behind the computer. We talking about your brother, you know it's the truth. He think you fine. Come on, just stop it. He think you beautiful. He ain't even tripping on your dang gray hair. He don't even see it. You know, we women are way too hard on ourselves, and we're way too hard on our beauty. Because we live in a society where aging is bad. Then you come over here and aging is good. You'll be like, wait, I ain't ready to age like that yet. But, so, we're going to get it together. And I hope this channel helps. So, I'm admitting my stuff. It was hard, y'all. It wasn't the length, I promise you. Y'all know that I was bald. But I bald because I didn't want the gray. I was like, wait, what way could I get the gray off? I was willing to go bald because I didn't want my gray. What you willing to do? What was you willing to do? I was willing to get some damn fake hair just so. So we okay. Yes, laugh out loud. Yes. So yeah, we gonna have our wake up moment, and we're not gonna do it anymore. All right, queens. Actually, I only used chemicals for 5 to 7 years, so it actually longer, because I didn't have a perm till I was 15 years old, and I was over it once. Yes, me too. Yeah, because my first one, I was 18, because I had to get a job first. And I got my first job. I was like, oh, I'm about to get a perm, girl. And the perms were just out then. You know, I'm 53, so going to 54. And I was like you, I wasn't impressed. As a matter of fact, I felt like I couldn't do nothing with it. Like, it's straight, what you do, and then the girl. So then I realized that I had a job, it wasn't enough for a perm, so those was the end of that. Then my mother told us how to put extensions in our hair, so I was good. Then I was cutting it in Grace Jones style, because I was into the village and the whole little, you know, I was a little alternative anyway, so nappy hair was perfect for me. And we had thick hair, me and my sister, so we was kind of in anyway. And yeah, I was definitely not impressed with the perm. The perm was, and then like I said, then we moved to the, you know, we moved out our mama house, and we moved to California. It was like, we gonna get us some perms. And we was like, huh? But you know what happened? We had found Sacred Woman by, no, not Sacred, we had found Heal Thyself by Queen Afua and Marcus bookstores in Oakland, California, the black bookstore. And when you read that whole book, we turned vegan the next day after we read the book. How are we gonna put a perm? And that's the same thing they have with the extensions. Wait a second, it's a spiritual thing. So let's get into our spiritual. If you are on this channel, but you're not, and most ladies you are, Higher Elevation channel, my other first channel, we do meditation every single day. Meditation will wake you the F up. It really will. You're supposed to be going to sleep, but you're really waking up. So we're going to keep going. I love you, ladies. I'll see you tomorrow. Men love women, point blank, period. And especially a woman that loves themselves. They tell you all the time confidence is sexy. So let's talk about that. I'll see you on the next one. Love you, ladies. Peace and blessings.